Thank you very much. So now I would like to welcome and introduce our host for this workshop. It's Jeff from New York.
Welcome. Welcome. Hopefully I'll speak Swedish fairly well. But please let me introduce Maria, who's been very kind to translate for me because I speak so poorly in Swedish. And she will help me out. She is very accomplished in doing inner child work and affirmations. And we'll have a section in here where we'll have a combination of my affirmations and hers. She'll speak hers, of course, in Swedish, and I'll speak mine in English. Okay? Well, first off, thank you for inviting me here. It's wonderful to be here. This is an experiential workshop to find happy times in our childhood and to make loving contact with our inner child. We're going to go on a journey. We'll start off by relaxing. Then we'll just go back in time and kind of, meet our child and enjoy some happy times, and then do some affirmations later on. We'll have sharing. And if we have time, we have some writing exercises. At any time, if you want to start passing them back, I hope I printed enough. Very good turnout here tonight. Okay. How many people here are from Sweden? Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. And how many people are here that don't speak English or American English? There's another country. A few. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. One thing I want to mention throughout this workshop, anything that is said, particularly during our journey, you might want to translate it in your head and say it in your own language. That's very important. And that's why we're doing this bilingual here. Okay? Okay. And please ask questions at any time. If you need the volume up louder, a little lower. It's being passed around, it looks like now. That won't come for quite some time. But if anyone does not get some, let me know. We can also print out some more.
Could you turn down the volume just a tiny, tiny bit?
My volume? Sure. I thought it was a little bit loud. How's that? A little bit better? Can everyone hear me in the back row? Let's see if we can do something in the middle. How about this? Is that better? You sure you can hear me? Okay. All right. Okay, so first, a little bit about me, especially relating to this workshop. Some of my biggest issues in childhood was abandonment and neglect. I lost my mother at 2. My father was never around. I'm told he came home around 9 o'clock most of the time when I was going to sleep. I had 2 brothers. One brother took care of me for a little while, but they were busy doing their things. Everything was kind of crazy at the house, so I just kind of went from house to house. And later in the day, I was dropped off on my doorstep, and I'd wait until somebody came home. So I didn't really have much of a sense of being parented. I had no real parent figure in my life. So I was very anxious. Anywhere I went, I was frightened. I just wanted to crawl into the corner. I have to tell you, if it weren't for reparenting, inner child work, I would not be sitting here today. I'd be in that far corner, crumpled down, just kind of waiting for things to happen. This kind of work is very important to me. Okay. I just want to mention that I became super responsible. By the age of 9, I was doing everything in the house. And I mean everything. Shopping, cooking, you name it. For everybody else. So I became super responsible. That's the way it was for me. I had no childhood. So for me, this work is so important to get in touch with my inner child, to give my child what my child never had. All right? A life that I learned later on, really, functional parents speak to their child and have conversations and help them? I didn't know this. I really did not. Anyway, okay. So the term inner child means different things to different people. And I'm not going to try to replace anyone's understanding of what that is. I'm just going to say that and keeping spirituality aside just for today, just for purposes of this workshop, you can think of the inner child as that part of us that has not grown up. That part of us that is made up of the memories, of the feelings, the emotions that happened when we were younger. Okay, we still carry those with us. And we keep them in our memories in various ways. So for me, in the today, I have a problem at work. How surprising. So I have a problem at work. I get triggered and I get upset. Someone said something. It's not only what happens for me in the today. It's what happened to me as a child that's kicking up and is making me do all sorts of things. And what I love about this program is that in addition to going to a place of serenity, I have learned that there is more than one track. This was very hard for me to learn. That I can be more on my adult side and head towards being responsible, adult-like, seeing my side and so on. At the same time, there is my inner child side that's wounded, that needs love and help. I could not think in terms that I could work on both at the same time, but I have. Okay. All right. I just want to mention that by naming that part of us, the inner child, gives us the focus. And if I focus on that part of me that may be happy, sad, whatever, I can heal that part of me. All right? Now, why would someone want to speak to their inner child? I get this question a lot. And it can sound very weird. You're talking to this kid in your head. But the truth is, we all talk to people in our heads every single day for the most part. We talk about people in the past, people in the present, someone I had an argument with, someone I'm trying to practice what I'm going to say to them, some people things I wish I could say, but I probably won't. So this inner dialogue is nothing new. It's part of our human experience. The difference is that with inner child work, I am focusing specifically, I'm saying, okay, for today, okay, yes, I was triggered, I'm upset with somebody, but I know now that part of that is, yes, what happened today, but a lot of that, for me, is what happened in my abandonment is a big trigger. Someone just turns around and leaves, say, on the job or in a friendship. That's huge for me. But I know that that's my inner child kicking up. And so I do work with my inner child. Okay? All right. Oh, we don't generally tell people we talk to ourselves. Generally don't do that. It's probably a good idea not to say that. I don't go around telling people I talk to my inner child either, let alone anyone else. So, as it says in our yellow book, there are some things we just don't just say. Okay. Now, connecting with our inner child is a very personal experience. We all have our own way of doing it. This is just one way. So today we're going to start off by getting to know our inner child in a very light way. This was an approach that was done with me. I didn't know I was being started with inner child work. I had a wonderful guide when I started out. And this is basically what I had is I was led into this positive space. Now I've gotten used to it. Some of my other guides, I go straight into these horrible, terrible places. And the way it was explained to me is, imagine you're a child and someone comes up to meet you. Hi, let's go to someplace horrible. We talk about, the inner child being a little hesitant. No. Let's go someplace happy. Right? Be friends. We're people. We talk. We get to know each other. Okay, then we talk a little bit deeper. Okay. When I started out, I did not think I had any happy memories. I insisted. No, I was very depressed. I really did not think I had any happy memories. And then I was led into this work, and I was, wow, there really are some in there. It wasn't all trauma. Really important realization for me. We're not going to try to remember anything sad or painful. Okay, we are going for those positive places. However, notice that you have tissues all around the room. Some of you might find that you kind of veer into some places and you remember some sad things. That's fine. If you find you're heading in a direction that's not comfortable, just stop. That's all. Just stop. Gently put your feet right on the ground, put your hands down, kind of look around, and that's all. Think of it like just listening to another song on the radio that maybe you don't want to listen to that one. Okay. I will let you know that this program has been reviewed by therapists and has been attended by therapists. And so it has been given a bit of the seal of approval there. Okay. All right. I just reprinted this I always make last-minute changes. And it was all jumbled when it came out of the printer. So I spent some time rearranging these. Bear with me. Okay. So let's prepare. And let's start by thinking of a happy time, not in our childhood, but in our early adulthood, 20s, 30s, whatever it may be for you. And it doesn't have to be the happiest time that you've ever had, just as long as it's pleasant. If you can't think of one, that's fine too. Make something up. Maybe there's something that you always wanted to happen at a party. Facts are not important. Okay, I believe it was Cervantes said, facts are the enemy of truth. Our truth is not about facts. It's about feelings. Whatever comes up, it doesn't matter exactly what the facts were. What matters is the truth to us. Okay? It's our feelings. Okay. While you're at it, in the back of your mind, think of a happy time in your earlier childhood. We'll get to that. Say around after 5, maybe up to 8, 10 years of age. Again, it could be a stroll in the park, games, sports, dancing, having fun with people that you knew. Just keep that in the back of your mind. We'll get to that in a little bit. Okay? So everybody have tissues, and I mean everybody. For you tough ones, 3 tissues. Seriously, there's no need to feel self-conscious here. I just want to say, I felt very self-conscious in front of people the first time I got into emotional stuff. It's perfectly okay. But everyone, please, everybody a tissue. If you don't have 1 or 2, please, right now, you never know. Everyone grab a tissue. We have any questions while we're doing this? Oh. For,
Who knows?
They're not necessarily sad tears. Try to imagine you have a long-lost child or a long-lost puppy and you're seeing it for the first time. Have you ever seen the movies that someone just get filled up with tears? It's not tears of joy at seeing that child. Maybe for the first time, maybe again after many years. Okay. So let's cue this up here. Yes. Whatever you feel is the right way to feel. You can. Sure. It's a suggestion. We're going back in time. So the idea is if we think a little bit further back into time, and then we go a little further back. But if today is the most comfortable time for you, sure, that's fine. Okay. Any other questions? No? All right then. Hard time remembering the bad times? I've run into a lot of people say the same thing. We're aiming towards a joyous time, anything we can imagine. If there are no sad times or anything like that, that's fine. This is really about getting in touch with the inner child. So, yeah. Yes. Okay. It stopped there. I know there were a few tracks. I believe it was 120 printed. I think that should easily. They have the email at the desk. If you just ask them. Right. The first email, the one I had a zillion copies of. Yes. Okay. So that'll be a while ahead. Okay. So we'll begin now. We'll start by relaxing. I'm going to play some ocean sounds, which I'm sure you heard before. You do not have to be an expert in meditating. Little exercises. If you do meditate, wonderful. I will tell you, though, if you're good at meditating or used to it, after the meditation section, when you start hearing the music, try to stop meditating. Okay, we're going to go in the reverse direction. All right? Generally, people that don't know how to meditate have an easier time with this because the idea is to get into the feelings. Okay, it is a form of meditation, but we don't want to, distance ourselves. We don't want to create that distance space or detachment. We want to embrace the happy feelings. Okay. All right. Let us begin. Let me know if the sound is too loud. So everyone, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And let it all out. We relax on the exhale. Deep breath in. And let it all out. And stretch any parts of your body that feel tense. You can stretch your arms out. Stretch your legs. That's it. Just stretch it all out. Scrunch up your toes. Squeeze your toes. And let's push our shoulders all the way up. Hold it for a moment and slowly let them down. Let your shoulders relax. And listen to the ocean. It's a warm, sunny day. You can smell the ocean air. And there is a wonderful breeze. And there are no worries in the world. tilt your head back and relax.
Luta ditt huvud bakåt. Slappna av.
Breathe in deeply again. Deep breath in.
Andas in djupt igen. Djupt andetag.
Let it out slowly.
Släpp ut det långsamt.
All our worries are far away.
Alla våra bekymmer är långt bort.
We are in a safe place.
Vi är på ett säkert ställe.
And this is your time.
Det här är vår tid.
If you are having a recurring thought that won't go away, picture it very clearly in your mind.
Om du har en tanke som inte vill försvinna, föreställ dig väldigt tydligt i ditt huvud.
So, picture that person like a photograph. Look at it very closely and watch it dissolve away into the distance.
Föreställ dig personen eller platsen som ett fotografi. Titta på det och se det sakta försvinna iväg. Bort på distans.
And if you have any other worries, do the same thing. Just look at that place or person very clearly and watch them drift away.
Om du har några andra orosmoment, så titta bara på dem. Precis sådär. Och se hur de försvinner bort.
There is no place we need to be.
Det finns ingenstans där vi behöver vara just nu.
And keep your eyes closed. You keep your eyes closed throughout the workshop.
Blunda gärna resten av workshopen.
And now it is time to begin our journey. We are going to take a train ride back in time to the happiest memory you can find in your early adulthood.
Och nu är det dags att börja vår resa. Vi ska ta ett tåg tillbaka i tiden. Till det lyckligaste minnet du kan komma ihåg från din tidiga barndom.
Think about a party or having fun with friends. That memory I was telling you about earlier. Being with someone I enjoyed spending time with. Holiday, semester. Playing sports or dancing.
Tänk på en fest eller ha roligt med vänner. Var med någon som du tycker om och spendera tid med.
Kanske en semester. Spela någon sport. Dansa.
Okay, so let us board that train and start traveling to that time.
Låt oss gå ombord på det tåget och resa tillbaka i tiden.
Have a seat and look out the window. The train pulls away. And as we travel, the days pass by, the months, the years, further and further back in time.
Sätt dig ner. Titta ut genom fönstret. Tåget börjar rulla. Vi reser och dagar passerar. Månader, år. Längre och längre tillbaka.
It is carrying us back to a day we may have long forgotten, where worries are far away. And we're approaching our stop. We have arrived.
Så tar det.
And the doors open and you step off the train, watching that happy memory. And live that time again. Breathe in the air. And picture your adult self having a good day. Perhaps you're smiling or laughing. Walk out into the daylight or into the room that you're imagining. Look at your surroundings. Feel something near you. Look at someone you know. Look right at them. You may not have been here for a very long time. If it's someone you know, you might want to give them a hug. It's okay to miss that time. And now it's time to step away for a little while. We will visit again another time. So let us board that train again, and we'll head back in time to an earlier time in our early childhood. And the years roll back further and further as we look through the window and time passes. Back in time. And keeping your eyes closed. Is everyone okay with the journey so far? Just nod your head if you're okay. And nod your head side to side if it's not okay. Okay. So now we're going to go further back to that childhood time. The train stops, we step out, and we see that precious child. You're very young. And your child can't see you. It's like you're standing below a door, behind a door. And look at that face, into those eyes, those deep, big eyes. Maybe your child is playing, running around in the park. Those big eyes bright with wonder.
De stora, glittrande ögonen. Så speciella. Mer och mer oskyldiga över tid.
And notice what your child is doing. Is your child smiling? Feel what your child is feeling. Try to embrace the joy that your child is feeling in that moment. Try to be that child. Remember what it was like to smile. For everything to be new. And keeping your eyes closed. And does your inner child want you to join them? Remember, your child can't see you yet. If your inner child wants, you may slowly step from behind the mirror or the door that you're standing behind. And kneel down to your child's height. And call out to your child. Tell your child it's okay. You are here to be with them.
Du är här för att vara här med dem.
And always listen to your child. And if it's okay, give your child a big warm hug.
Om det är okej, så ge ditt barn en stor varm kram.
And anything your child might not want to do, just respect their boundaries. Let them do what they'd like. And ask your child what they'd like to do. Maybe play peekaboo,
Kanske leka till bud.
playing with a ball,
Leka med en boll.
watching a movie or walking in the park,
Titta på en film eller gå i parken.
talking, acting silly, playing at the beach.
Prata. Leka lite knasig. Eller leka på stranden.
Just have fun the way you always wanted it to be.
Bara ha roligt. Precis så där som du alltid har velat ha det.
And feel the experience with your entire body. Feel the joy. Feel that child's smile. And again, keeping your eyes closed. Nod your head up and down if you're okay with the journey. And turn your head from side to side if you're not. Okay, so if it's okay, we'll take this a little bit further. Nod your head up and down if you'd like to. So now let's take a walk with our inner child. And if it's okay with him or her, hold their little hand or pick them up and carry them. Maybe they like sitting on your shoulders. Whatever you picture. Tell him or her everything's going to be all right. We're just going to walk together and maybe talk.
Berätta för henne att allt kommer bli okej. Vi ska bara ta en promenad tillsammans. Och kanske prata.
It's a nice day and we're going to spend some time together. As always, ask your inner child what they'd like to do. Feel free to talk with your child or just stroll. Now go somewhere to sit down and look into your child's eyes.
Gå och sätt dig någonstans. Och titta in i ditt barns ögon.
Those deep, big How is your inner child feeling? Happy? Sad? Maybe frightened? Let him or her know that you are there for them. And if they're willing, give them a big hug. Say you're a wonderful child. You love them no matter what, and they can safely say or act however they feel.
Säg att du var ett underbart barn. Du älskar dem precis som de är. Och de kan känna sig säkra. Och agera precis som de känner.
It is okay. I'm your parent now.
Det är okej. Jag är din förälder nu.
You're free to be a child and not take care of everyone else.
Du får vara ett barn och inte ta hand om alla andra.
And I give you permission to feel and say whatever you feel.
Och jag låter dig känna och säga precis det du känner.
And I will not be angry with you.
Och jag kommer inte vara arg på dig.
And I'm listening to you.
Jag lyssnar på dig.
I will always be there for you.
Jag kommer alltid att vara här för dig.
And I love you no matter what.
Jag älskar dig oavsett.
I will hold you whenever you want me to.
Jag kommer att hålla om dig när du vill det.
And I am not going away.
Jag kommer inte överge dig.
Whenever you need me, I will be here for you.
När än du behöver mig så kommer jag att finnas här för dig.
And it was not your fault.
Det var inte ditt fel.
I believe in you.
Jag tror på dig.
You did nothing wrong.
Du gjorde inget fel.
You did nothing wrong.
Du gjorde inget fel.
You were allowed to be just the way you are.
Du får lov att vara precis som du är.
And you are a marvelous child.
Du är ett underbart barn.
And you did what all children do.
Och du gjorde vad alla barn gör.
I will listen to you and hold you whenever you need me.
Jag kommer lyssna på dig och hålla dig när helst du behöver mig.
And I will take care of you. You don't need to take care of me.
Jag kommer ta hand om dig. Du behöver inte ta hand om mig.
And I'm proud of you.
Och jag är så stolt över dig.
And I am not going away. Whenever you need me, I will be here.
Och jag går ingenstans. När helst du behöver mig så kommer jag vara här.
I love you, and I always will.
Jag älskar dig. Det kommer jag alltid att göra.
And now it is time to put your child to sleep. Let them sleep however they're comfortable, perhaps lying on your lap. And tuck them in kiss them goodnight, promise you'll return, and most of all, tell them that you love them. With your eyes closed, look at the starry sky and know that your child is safe. And take a few deep breaths and slowly come back to the present. And feel whatever your hands are resting on, your lap at the table. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Now, if you remember old memories over the next few days or feel particularly emotional, that's totally normal. If you do, take some deep breaths, and like you just did, touch something, maybe look around. It's very good to look at the corners of the room or around outside, and maybe write if you get the chance. It's a very good time to write. A lot of things come pouring out. How do we feel? A little surprised? A wonderful audience. Now, before we share, remember, we are being recorded. I don't normally allow recording during this time, but that is part of the procedure. I do ask that you don't say your name. I don't want other people to be prompted and listen to the recording and go, ooh, that was me. But by all means, feel free to share. If anyone has not gotten any of the writing exercise papers, and we'll have a few minutes yet before that goes on. We have questions? Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Now, I do not comment on experiences, but often I've been asked to share about my own experiences in parallel. And I don't want to do that without any sort of consent from the group. A show of hands if people are okay with my sharing my experiences with this during this discussion. Okay. All right. Would anyone like to share about how you feel, what happened for you? Yes.
I feel a lot when I'm with my inner child and how it has been, how I'm so tired of the other stuff, and when I think of happy memories, I can feel a tiredness to everything. Like, I'm so tired that it has been so long ago. I'm so tired of the grief and the sorrow. I'm so tired of feeling this way. I'm so tired of having this challenge. I'm so tired of not being okay yet. And so a lot of when I process things, it's just kind of, of course, easily that I don't want to deal with it because I'm so tired of dealing with it. I'm so tired that it won't go away. I'm so tired that my childhood was a lot that I was grieving and grieving and grieving, but it never got better. So I know it was a problem very, very early. And it never, ever got better. So my feeling is, I know that now I'm in a safe space and I'm an adult and now I'm here and I go to therapy and I don't have to be with my family again. But my feeling is this will ever go away for the rest of my life. So I hope it will, and I know with my head that it will, because it can't. It's like a capital of grief that it will end if it's not continuing to do the same trauma. But often when I feel like everything with my childhood, I feel a tiredness. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Tack. And I just want to say that, I take all sorts of journeys, and when my child has something to say, something to feel, my child says it. Whatever my child says is what I need to say, what I need to hear. I just want to say that. Who else? Anyone else?
Hello, I'm Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
I ended up meeting myself as a very small baby. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of trying to get the 6 to 8-year-old, but I got myself as a baby, and I could see myself being extremely happy and enjoying sunlight on my body. And it was just a very liberating thought that I could enjoy life very simply. It was like a sort of communication with God as the universe taking care of the baby, and had nothing to do with my parents or my circumstances with the people around me, but just the universe being there and loving me when I was very small. So thank you.
Yeah. And what else do we have? I'm gonna allow plenty of time for sharing, even if we shorten the writing part. This is the part I find many people really enjoy. So, by all means, take your time.
Hello. I feel that I have a hard time to visualize. And can you hear me? And that worries me because I have very few memories altogether from my childhood, and I don't know how to visualize them, and I feel anxious and very nauseous at the moment, and I'm switching between being ice cold and very, very warm, and extremely uncomfortable. But I want to be here, and I want to deal with it, so thank you.
Hey, hi. For me, it was difficult to connect with happy times, because in early adulthood, it was mirrored with dysfunction, acting out, disconnected from myself, so feeling good, but with lots of sadness, realizing looking from now, the acting out that came from the pain and loss and all that. And then as a child, the trip going back had a lot of sadness and thinking about the loss and what went on. And then with the child, trying to follow the instructions and connect to the happiness, it was something new, and especially having somebody with me there. That was like the child was, whoa, there's somebody reflecting that, because I didn't have any reflection of that. It was something I couldn't experience as a child originally, but now in this journey, she was surprised, but then it was like meeting the need that wasn't met. That was the experience, like something that just meeting the need, and almost the figures disappeared. It was just this feeling of the need that was there, that wasn't met, and meeting it, and it felt very good. Thank you.
Hello. I was first very grateful about what you said regarding it. It's not important that it is fact. It's not important that it is a fact. That was really, really good for me. Also, I had some problems coming into it because there were I had some problems with my teeth, and so coming into the Germany was a little bit difficult. But I realized that I had a really, really, really great time when finally I got my A level finished. The grade was not good, but I finished it. And that was the first station. And the last station was that I realized I heard stories that my godfather spent plenty of times with me in my childhood. And I cannot remember any of these times. And so I'm, specifically grateful just that this memory comes up, and that I'm just now curious about finding out more regarding this relationship, because I don't know if it was a good time or if it's just something my higher power just shows me where I can see or I can remember some things from my earliest childhood which are now gone. And so I'm really excited, but also a little bit scary what will come out of this. Thank you.
If I might add some of my thoughts at this point. For me, taking journeys, and it varies from time to time. A lot of times there are clouds in the way, if you will. I don't know how well this is translating. There are clouds in the way for me. There are things that come up. Whatever my child needs to feel at any moment is exactly what I need to deal with. There are times when I'd like to see things better in the distance, or things that I want to become revealed. And it's a process. I can't do this in just one session, and it gets easier every time. And as each time I lift a little piece, I grieve it, it is amazing how much clearer everything else starts to become. Because everything is just in the way. It can be so overwhelming sometimes. So I just want to say, at least in my experience, stick with it. There are wonderful things ahead. So.
Yes. Hi. Thank you for this journey. This is hard sharing. It's scary, but I've always had lots of trust issues, and what I realized during this journey was that at this time, the only happy, really happy, feeling allowed to be myself, feeling that there is a space for me, actually for me, was when in my early adulthood, when I met my first addiction. So it gives me, it hurts so much to realize this, but it's actually the truth at this time. So I just felt that I needed to share that. Thank you.
Hello, is it working? Yes. Well, I find it quite easy to go back to and find these memories, and I actually like to rest there many times in my normal going to sleep thing. But what I found difficult and painful now is that I can't come close. I sort of hovering about like a couple of meters, like an angel, sort of watching everything from the distance, and I can see a lot of smiling at this little child and at my adult self trying to holding her hand, but I just can't be there, and I have an issue with face blindness, so I can't picture anyone's face in the eye of my mind, and so sort of it makes me sort of painful that I cannot sort of come close, and that I cannot reach those tears that I hear around me. So I just want to share that, and also if you have some suggestions how to move forward from here. Thanks.
Well, again, like I say, I don't want to comment directly on anyone's particular experience or share. I will say that, again, it really is a question of connecting with what's immediately before us, and then taking that experience, embracing it, feeling it, and then moving on to the next thing. Let me add something at this point, that the experience that we're feeling here with all of us together can be very different than trying to do this on your own. I do this in small groups. I do this one-on-one all the time. I do it myself. I do it sometimes riding the train. Maybe not quite to this extent. It's hard to find a spot in the train to let the tears go down. But each time it's better. But there's something about the group setting, and that is what I like the most. And, people tell me, sometimes and I'm not suggesting you don't listen to it again, but sometimes I listen again, but don't quite feel the same. When we're together, we're people. We like to be together, and it's part of the magic of the rooms. Why do we come together in ACA, in the rooms, and share? Becoming vulnerable in the rooms, becoming vulnerable here in front of all who we know is very different than in a one-on-one or by oneself. They all have their benefit, but I just want to say, at any opportunity, even in a meeting room, I let my guard down and become vulnerable, and that to me is one of the wonders of the room. I need to feel very safe. My child needs to feel very, very gentle, but when I can be there, this kind of experience, you don't necessarily need these speakers. You don't need the music. It's us that is making the difference here. So if that helps anyone at all. And now I just want to mention that I had a wonderful experience with the journey yesterday. It was a meditation. It had a similar thought was brought up. And Christopher, it was a wonderful meditation. And the same thing was echoed there. It was the group experience. The group experience is really important. So anyway, anyone else?
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm an adult child. Hi. I was really happy to connect with my child at kindergarten the first time she experienced how much joy there is in an aerobic move that we did, like some dance kindergarten thing. But then I also told her that I'm her parent now, and she said like, no, I don't want you. I want the real parents anyway. So she was just crying, and she only wants the real parents, which is my mom and dad. And she hasn't fully accepted that they're not coming. So I guess I just have to show that, okay, I'll sit here with you, and then we'll see. Thank you.
Thank you. If I might just add quickly about that sentence that was added in there. For some people, having a substitute parent, for me, it's a little of both. I lost my mother too. I miss her very much, and I would like her to come into my life and be my parent. But at the same time, she can't, and I am the new parent. So anyway, it can be any mixture of anything for anybody, whatever is real for you. Anyone else?
Hi. I've been like grieving a lot previously, and I've felt a great relief from that. But lately, I haven't felt that I've been going forward. So I thought it was very interesting and like rewarding to do the happy version and go back to the happy places, because I felt that I had put some of the grief behind me, so to speak. So I could now visit the happy place in a different setting. So that's a completely new experience, which I enjoyed a lot. And I felt that I could do this in a completely different way compared to going back and grieving like a sad memory. And it was fun. I got to I got some physical sensations of climbing a fence that I had forgotten about totally, but I felt the physical sensations of putting my hands into little squares to climb it, and it was very, very beautiful. And with my uncle, and he was playing games with us, and it was a very nice experience. So thank you very much. I'm very happy for that. Thank you.
Hi. I always come back. I've done this 2 times before, and I always end up at my grandpa's house, watching some old coins, and I know that he was my big role model. But I always see myself as the made up happy child, because that was my mask that I always carried. I was happy outwards, but never inwards. I was screaming. So it's a mixture of happiness. But when and that picture of my grandfather disappeared when I heard he was my biggest role model, and even he hurt me in a big way. So I'm go back to a happy place then, but when I'm an adult, I know that was not a happy place. So, but when I get to see myself, that's what I think it's the most powerful. When I speak to myself, there is no environment. It's just us in a universe, and it's all empty. And I had these big glasses, and that's all I see: these big eyes and the big glasses. And at that moment, I feel what I'm searching for now. So my child is very, very affective. He wants to get close, very, very close, and he's very happy that I am there to comfort him and to be with him. He just wants to be with an adult. So that's good, I think. Thank you.
Well, that's passing. If I might just say that I was sharing with someone earlier, my first happy memory when I was guided was I had a grandfather who, after he retired, was around for a little while. I was very fortunate. And I went back to I don't know if I ever remembered it. He was on the couch reading his paper. I jumped on his belly. I'm playing with his belly. I'm playing with his ears and nose. I didn't remember that happened. So anyway.
Hi. When I was a little girl, my mother was trying to protect me from my father's alcoholism, and she sent me away to stay with different relatives, my grandmother and my aunt, and I still hear my mother and my aunt speak about the ways I wanted to have something, I needed to have something. I know that I was very needy, at least they think so. But that's why I thought that I will never find my happy place within this meditation. But for some reason, I saw my inner child as about 5 or 6 years old girl riding a too large bicycle at my grandmother's small village. The road is filled with rocks and sand, and I was riding like there was a tiger behind me. But I was not riding the bike by fear. I was so excited. I was so happy and excited to ride as fast as I could. And I took my parent, which was me, then of course I took her with me, and when we went to the forest, and in the forest, before she fell asleep, my inner child fell asleep, I told her that you are not too much or you are not too little, you are just enough. And that was so relieving for me to remind myself that it was not my fault. I was just a little child. I was 5 years old girl who needed to have attention from a parent, who needed to get attention from a grown-up, and didn't want to get pushed down for that. Thank you.
I think we have time for one more share, maybe.
One more? Okay.
Is it okay? One more. Yeah.
This happens a lot where we don't quite get to the writing part. But by all means, hold on to the papers. The shares are usually more important.
All right. Thank you for this powerful experience. I found that the first part, going back to a happy adult memory, it brought a lot of sadness, and it connected to a dream I had last night, and it was quite vivid. And I could really, I cried a lot, and I could really feel this sort of, when you said it's okay to miss that time, that was good to hear. But then going for the second half to start connecting with the child, that was very difficult. And I wouldn't say I struggled, because I just tried to let it be, but I had a hard time seeing myself as a child. I had a hard time connecting, and I kept getting an image of my own child that I have in my life now, and sort of seeing similarities. And mainly this experience, even though it was, happy memories, I couldn't really see them. And on a few occasions, I almost had a glimpse of maybe there was some happiness, But it feels like it's there, but just getting close to that brought so much sadness again. So I feel like, I really appreciate this work, and I can see that this is something I would like to go further and deeper into, because there seems to be a lot there. So thank you.
Thank you. So I believe we're pretty much done for the workshop. As I said about the writing, I'll hold on to it. I will tell you, this kind of writing may be a little bit different. Well, it is very different from most people are used to doing opposite or non-dominant handwriting. It's a different style. It's for different things. Lucia Marchione, which came up with the original inner child stuff, opposite handwriting, is an art therapist. It's for creativity and whatnot. The direction here is going straight into the inner child. So it's been my experience how I was taught that sometimes it can be difficult to get in touch with the inner child, and especially very young. But my inner child didn't really learn to write. But you might want to try this. It's scripted out, so you can actually write this out. So you can take this home as an exercise if you like. Okay. And so I'd just like to say it's been a privilege traveling with you. And once again, I would just like to thank Maria. How wonderful. And please, once again, your names? Alexia and Inge. And everyone here, thank you so much for becoming part of my ACA family.